Hey, how you doing?
Not bad. How about you?
Oh, going okay.
Not freezing to death?
Well, it's cold.
Pretty chilly.
Yeah. Hey, hey.
Let me tell you about this handout I've got here.
Oh, okay, yeah. I'd like to know.
Yeah, the handout is put out by Jack Dresser of Veterans Against Torture.
Uh-huh.
And that's veteransagainsttorture.org or com. I'm not actually sure which.
Okay.
And it's an incredibly well-written bit about the constitutional basis for impeachment.
Uh-huh.
And it directly asks Congressman Blumenauer why he's not getting busy on this issue.
Oh, okay. Now, what's the title of that thing?
Actually,
is it in your hand there?
yes, this is it right here. It's called "Can You Count These Dots?" And then it talks about the oath of office and what it obligates a person to, and
Okay.
this kind of thing, and why it is that Earl needs to proceed on impeachment, because it's his duty.
And it spells it out, black and white?
Yep.
Makes it real easy for
Exactly.
someone to research and read up on it.
Absolutely.
Well, good. Thanks for mentioning that,
You
Milton.
bet.
Okay, buddy.
We can talk to these delegations. He says, like in my home thing. He said, I wish they would tone it down. We can talk. So we can talk to the Congress people and just say, you know, would you sign on for hearing? Never mind the word impeachment. Impeachment, everybody freaks out. So I wrote it.
I saw that.
I'm going to put it tomorrow morning.
Get on, I'll be surprised.
People see somebody different, fear is the first reaction shown. Then they think they got him licked, the barbaric hunt
Are we
began,
compromising?
and they're moving slow. A human spirit is devoured, the remains left to carry and crow. I was told that life is changing, yet history remains. Doesn't always stay the same. Do we shrug it off and say, only God knows? By and by, somebody usually goes down to the ghetto, try and help if they don't know why folks treat them cold. And the rich keep getting richer and the rest of us just.
And then they had a special special appointed Senate committee, Senate Select Committee. Yes, Senate Select Committee for the. That was that.
The special committee.
Yes, Senate Select Committee.
But the tapes did not come out until the hearings.
Well, they came out in the hearings in the Senate Select Committee.
So do you think there's maybe a little more of a hope for us getting this all up on the table, so to speak, if we kind of change the wording a little bit and kind of push more for hearing?
What I'm suggesting is exactly what Hans is talking about. It's the message.
Uh-huh.
The word impeachment freaks out a whole section.
And they shut down.
They shut down. If we talk about hearing, let's find out
Since
if
fair.
crimes were committed. That may be a better approach.
Yeah.
Will Blumenauer sign on to that? He's already said he would not sign on to the Western hearing. So it's a big bluff that they're floating around, and I want to call their bluff. I want to say, okay, let's just do the hearing, find out if laws were broken. It's probable cause.
Mm-hmm.
So why don't we do that?
Would you like to know what we're up to?
Yeah, good, good. I can follow that line.
Now the other thing we should think about is put a challenge on KPOJ. Say to Blumenauer, why did you do now?
And he plays the
You know what we're up to? Excellent.
Kind of explains it real well, I think.
It's a bit of a read. You might want to actually take some time to have a seat and check it out a little later.
Yeah, 370 more days.
Well, hopefully.
Thanks.
Could be shorter though.
The only thing you can do is
I've been here and I gotta go.
Yeah.
You carry the torch. I got to hit the high road. Let me get what?
The 175 days?
Jeez. Well, what the heck are you putting on there?
Well, it's an old book. Bush and Cheney says it's irrelevant. It's called the Constitution of the United States. I kind of like to wear it so I can read it sometimes.
I think some people need to be reminded of it.
There's interesting things like freedom of speech.
Does it say anything about the right to be secure in our papers from searches and
Yes, it does.
without a warrant?
It also talks about impeachment.
I think it starts out talking about impeachment, doesn't it?
Well, in Article 2, Section 4, it says that the Congress shall impeach if crimes have been committed. We all know about treason, we all know about bribery, high crimes and misdemeanors. And all we're really asking the congressman to do is to just say, have crimes been committed? And if the answer to that is yes, then he's in violation of his oath. If the answer is no, then he should explain how he comes to that conclusion.
Pretty
Because
simple.
we believe there's probable cause for an investigation. He believes it's inconvenient. So if I see a child being murdered on a street and it's inconvenient for me to get off the bus to stop it, would I be criticized if I didn't? How about 200,000 children being slaughtered?
Yeah.
Is that inconvenient for our congressman? How about 1 million? How about 20,000 veterans committing suicide because of this war?
Yep.
Is that inconvenient? I know the congressman's busy, but in between hearings about the sports guys taking illegal drugs, maybe they could fit in treason, bribery, violation of the Constitution, violation of every international agreement we've made since the Second World War, and we created the Nuremberg trials. We said no more. You can't do this stuff. Bush is doing it. Cheney is doing it. Blumenauer is watching. He's a watcher.
Let's have some hearings on this. Let's just talk about it. Get it up and talk about it.
What Robert Wessler is talking about, we need hearings. We need to find out if our vice president and our president have committed violent acts against the Constitution and international treaties. If that's true, we need to say to the world, we will hold them to account. They have to be brought before a judge and defend themselves. That's what we're saying. Have the hearings. Get the evidence. And when you have impeachment hearings, the executive branch cannot say, no, it's executive privilege, because that in itself is a violation. They could be charged on impeachment just for blocking the investigation. Impeachment hearings are very powerful. They're more powerful than any other hearings. So if you have these hearings now, and we all know about Myers not showing up, Bolton not showing up, they just don't show up. If they did that under impeachment, they would be impeached. If they're a sitting official.
Makes them accountable.
We must make them accountable. We must say to the world, we will not tolerate this. Majority of American people, in my opinion, want to have the answers and believe that there's probable cause that the president, the vice president, the secretary of state have committed gross violations of international treaties, including torture, murder, lying to Congress, bribery, stealing money. I mean, there are billions of dollars just missing. And nobody's answering because Congress is just watching. They are watchers. Senator Reid and House Speaker Pelosi should either call for hearings or resign.
Well, pretty well put. Simple as that. Thank you for coming out here and trying to remind our congressman to do this. The Constitution. We the people.
Constitution of the United States. We the people.
That's us.